Okay, hey. So this is the theory for week 5, which we're doing the inner critic and personal celebrities. So the theory that goes along with this week is called edge figures. And I'm just going to show you here. So we have our familiar diagram, yeah? Little mountain to climb or tunnel under. Primary, the known side, what we already know about ourselves. Secondary, the less known or more mysterious, the emerging. And then between them is the edge, yeah? And the edge is a place where things get a little, we are up against the unknown, yeah? The unknown threatens or promises to become known, and it's a little scary because it's unknown, and we are kind of creatures of habit. So, why are we creatures of habit? Well, there's things that happen on the edge. This is a zone of funny water, we call it. No, we don't call it that. I call it that. That's a term from whitewater canoeing, zone of funny water. And so what happens is that something shows up and wants to be known, threatens my identity, right? Suddenly I have to suspend what I already know about myself and go into the unknown. And there's things that come up, like little fears, right? Like I'm like, oh God, what if I were angry? What would happen? Right? So there's beliefs that have beliefs and identity things that happen at the edge. Belief systems, cultural beliefs, internalized beliefs, right? All exist here at the edge. So let's say I get infuriated by something, right? Like something happens and I'm so upset about it inside, right? And I want to say something to that guy, but I don't because I've conditioned myself to not, right? So then I'm in a little internal struggle, right? This new thing in me, the secondary side, is kind of flaring up, and it's like, I'm pissed, right? I want to say something, but then something's like squeezing me and choking me and keeping me from saying it, right? It says, just keep being nice, it's safe, don't worry about that guy, he's not your problem, right? So there's like all of a sudden I'm having these sentences come out, right? There's language to it. Don't do that, just stay quiet, stay put, right? Now, so an edge figure is a personified, it's like if we were to give all these voices a character, right? It's like a figure, right? There's somebody there. Like the way that I was just saying, I was like, don't do that, da-da-da-da, not a good idea, stay safe, right? It's kind of like, I kind of feel like it's like a crossing guard, you know? Like that's kind of like, don't cross now, no, you just wait. But the crossing guard would get me to the other side. Actually, I would like to have a crossing guard edge figure. This one's more of like a, just play in your yard, don't go out. It's kind of like, anyway, I don't want to come up with the figure right now because I won't do it justice. I'll do it when we're in class. But basically, there's a voice that keeps me over here, right? So that one is like, I wanted to be angry, it kept me nice, right? But what if I wanted to be, so we'll kind of say that one was kind of corralling me or something like that. But let's say I was like, I'm going to take a drawing class. I so want to be an artist. I'm going to take a drawing class, right? I'm going to do it. You can kind of see like my whole persona changes. I'm like in my secondary, like the artist in me is alive, right? And then I go to sign up for the class, and then the teacher is very like, oh, have you done any art before? And then I start getting a little nervous, and there's a voice in my head, right, that says something like, you're not good at this. You've never done it. You're going to fail. You know, you're not an artist. You've been faking it all your life. It has this little like, you can't. You're not good enough, right? That's a whole other edge figure. That's a whole, the other one was more keeping me safe, right? This one is more like putting me down. Maybe in the background it wants to keep me safe. It doesn't want my feelings to get hurt. Like maybe my feelings got hurt when I was young around art. And so like, but its meta skills are bad, right? It's like, you suck at that. It's like, don't even, you know, and sometimes they could be even meaner than that, right? So that's another edge figure. It's like almost like there's like a little gremlin or something perched on top of my edge, kind of like, you know, knocking me back down to the primary side. So the inner critic is the notorious edge figure, yeah. But then also there can be like the first one that came up for me was like a little bit more like trying to keep me safe, a little more gentle, a little internal mothering, something like that. But like, you know, I don't want to be smothered. I wanted to bring up another one. Oh, okay, so those are edge figures that keep me in the primary side, right? But so I have also put figures on my edge, right? I have placed people and spirit animals and all kinds of other creatures on my edge because I want this to be a little more dynamic and a little bit more working for me to get over there, right? So like one thing that's on my edge is a neon tetra that's come out of a process. A neon tetra is one of those like red and blue like electric fish that kind of dart around and really colorful and electric, right? So sometimes I can use neon tetra as an ally to get me into the secondary, right? Another one of my personal celebrities is Oprah, right? And I don't actually know that much about Oprah, but I put her here, right? And I just feel like she can do anything, you know? I feel like she's totally confident, and she's also like really real, and she's not like, you know, hyper intellectual. She has a huge heart, right? And she has like a deep soul and spirit and love for people. And so there's times when I can use her as an ally to get me over the edge. So basically, the ones that kind of like tend to get internalized and just kind of fester and not grow and not learn relationship skills, I'll say a little more about that in a minute, are the ones that keep us in the primary, right? But then there's some that are more evolutionary. Some edge figures are more evolutionary. Generally, we have to choose them or find them. Maybe they come to us in dreams, and those help us into the secondary. It's really good to start identifying with our allies, right? So, ooh, this pen stings. I said I was going to say a little bit more about something in a second. Excuse me. I wish I could just pause this, but I can't. I gotta think quick. Anyway, I lost it. Personal celebrities, allies, edge figures, belief systems. You can work with the edge figures. You know, sometimes it's like, oh my God, that's my dad's voice. So you might actually have your dad sitting on the edge, you know, an internalized father. I want to say anything else about this? Edge figures. Another thing is that we can do all kinds of things with these edge figures. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So they get internalized, right? When we're young, at a certain age, they go in and then they do not, it's not a dialogue. They don't stay in relationship with us and they don't grow. So we might be doing our own personal growth and learning and having experiences and going through life and we're growing, but the edge figure, the internalized critic, is not growing. They're like still 4 years old or whatever, our dad when we were 4, and like that one belief system, it just got in there and stays there, and so it's not helpful and it's not related. So that's what we want to do with these more negative, more damaging inner critic voices, is get them into relationship and get them thinking, and we want to challenge them, and they get away with murder, and we don't want to let them get away with anything anymore. Okay? Okay. Did you watch the video? You did! A plus! I realize that not everybody should get an A plus because I think that makes for lazy students. So if you watched it, good job.